I went back and watched part of one of my recent live streams, and it was much worse than I thought it was as far as like the camera quality. I don't know why it does that because I have just fine camera quality during my normal videos, so I don't know what that was all about. But we have some important topics to discuss tonight. This just arrived on my doorstep. This arrived like an hour prior, maybe a little longer than that, maybe 2 hours prior. So as soon as we get some viewers in here, it is live stream time. It's a Friday night. People should be watching live streams. It's a Friday night. We should have a decent audience tonight. I really wasn't even planning on doing a live. I was not planning on doing any live streams, but both of these arrived very quickly, very early, kind of out of nowhere. So we're going to do a live reaction, and then I'll do a formal review of the soaps that are in here. I already did a speed run review of this, edited it, and posted it. So as soon as we get some viewers up in here, it's go time. So if you're watching, leave a comment, and then I will know when to pop this package open. All right, we are 2 minutes in, not even 2 minutes in, and I'm already saying some very sus things. That's great. Let me know if you're watching, and we can hop right into this makeshift review. And I better get at least one compliment on my Pizza Planet shirt. At least one compliment. I am coordinating with my soap review. Who else is doing this right now? What other soap reviewers are coordinating with their wardrobe with their soap reviews? Nobody. Come on, let's get one viewer. It's a Friday night. One person, come on. Just one person. All right. As soon as we get some comments up in here, it is go time. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on doing a live stream. What's up, person? All right, I wasn't even planning on doing a live stream, but we got some new Dr. Squatch that just arrived. It's like, it hasn't even cooled down yet. It's still straight off my porch. So I will pop this open very quickly. But this one right here, I just reviewed. That is Golden Glory from Dr. Squatch. This is kind of a sneaky release because they haven't really been advertising it yet. Compound V is in here along with the 3 Toy Story bars. So I have the 3 Toy Story bars in here, Compound V. This I ordered at like 5 p.m. and it arrived at my door at 6 p.m. And I didn't even know it existed until a couple days ago. And I didn't even know it was available for purchase from anywhere until around 5 p.m. So here we are. It's a long story, but I will be happy to get into that. It's been quite the afternoon. I didn't even finish my dinner. I went for an afternoon run after doing a quick review on this that I wasn't expecting to do because I wasn't expecting to have it yet. So I went for my run. Nice pace, by the way. Knocked out a nice little mile run. Very good pace. And then this just popped out on my doorstep like 15 minutes ago. Maybe less than that. I almost just I heard a car pulling in. I'm like, all right, that might be UPS. And I waited until they were gone to grab it, but I almost just met them out there and took it. All right, so we have let's see here. You just got the Compound V, and then you have the Toy Story bundle coming in. One of them was which one is the jukebox one? Is it the I would guess it's the Jessie one, since that's the female one. All right, I'll slice this open in a minute. I'll make sure I don't flash my address on in case the FBI guy is back in the chat. All right, so here we go. If you have no idea who I'm referring to when I say the FBI guy, it's probably better that way. It's a long story, way too long to explain. We're gonna pop this open. I just can't believe I got this because, like I said, I ordered it at 5 p.m. I realized it was available for order around 4:45 p.m. today, and then ordered it at 5. It arrived around 6 p.m. and then popped out the review right after that. So we'll talk more about this one too. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions about this one since it's not really advertised yet on the website or anywhere else. So we'll talk about this one, but I did post my review on this already, like a formal review. But yeah, this one's not half bad. So let's get this fully opened up. All right, so we have, let's see. I forgot I ordered a few extras here. So we have normally I don't buy multiples of the same bar unless I really like it, and you wouldn't know you like it until after you try it. But I did buy 3 of the compound Vs for 2 reasons. One, I couldn't figure out how to buy a single, and 2, I'm going to ship one to Little Mac JTV. If you're familiar with his channel, I'm sure you are. And the other one I'm going to ship to Gary828. I'm sure you're familiar with his soap review channel. So these 2 will be shipping out probably Monday morning. One's headed to Texas, the other one's headed to Florida. So it's got a long journey, but they'll be getting these in the mail fairly soon. So I'll set those 2 aside. All right, so here is my Compound V. First time even holding it. And then we have the Cosmic Captain, Buzz Lightyear. So there's a little up close of that one. We have Howdy Hero. This one, what is this? Heavy grit? Oh, it's light grit. That one's a light grit. Buzz is a 0 grit. So what is this one? Oh yeah, I see that in the corner. Jukebox, yep. All right, so that one is a 0 grit, more or less. Well, whatever. We're going to review them all anyway. So here we go. If you're watching, like I said, let me know in the comments down below. Someone better compliment me on the Pizza Planet shirt. So just putting that out there. I better get at least 1 compliment on my Pizza Planet shirt. I have not seen a single soap reviewer matching their wardrobe to their soap 10 minutes after it's delivered to their doorstep. All right, so I'll let you guys decide. This is a live stream. So between these 5 bars here, let's see, I do have pretty decent sized hands. I can probably hold them all at once. Hang on. I can palm a basketball. I should be able to palm 5 bars of soap. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. All right, so let me know in the comments, and please comment quickly because I don't want to hold this up all day. But let me know in the comments, which one should we try first? Here are the options. All right. So here's the options. If you're just joining, you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. I kind of am wondering the same thing. Let me know which one. Someone leave a comment, please. All right, thank you. We got an answer. So we're going to start off with Buzz Lightyear, Cosmic Captain. Cosmic Captain was also my nickname in high school. That's a lie. So here we have Cosmic Captain. This is a 0 grit bar featuring Evening Star Oil. I've heard mixed things on this bar, so I'll just see how it goes. But let's go over some ingredients first. All right, this is a live review. I will be posting the full polished reviews after. So for ingredients, we have saponified oils, natural fragrance, shea butter, evening primrose, oh, okay, it's the same thing. That's the same thing as Evening Star Oil. Why is my printer randomly going off again? Every live stream, my printer starts randomly making noise. What is happening here? That's pretty weird. Okay. Chromium oxide greens. Probably some sort of natural colorant, I would assume. Then we have mica, kaolin clay, and sea salt. Let's pop it open. Let's see what it smells like. This is like a true first take. Toy Story 5. Wow, that's crazy. All right. There's the bar. It looks almost exactly like Area 51. At least the newer ones. So let's see what it smells like. My printer's really freaking me out right now. I have not used it in like 2 weeks. Okay, back to the soap again. That's crazy. It should not be doing what it's doing right now. All right. Hey, I gotta look. I gotta see, like, why is it making that noise? It has no business making any noise right now. It shouldn't even be on. That's insane. Hang on. I have no idea why it's on. All right, back to the soap. Here we go. Okay. This smells familiar. Hang on. You guys are stuck. You can't do the little double tap 10-second skip ahead here. It's it's interesting. It kind of has. Yes, all right. Yeah, I'll catch you up in a second. So, literally, I told you, I remember I texted you at like 5 p.m. or whatever when this 6 p.m. this thing randomly showed up at my doorstep. Not randomly, but I ordered it and it showed up like an hour later. Anyway, so that happened right at like 7:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hear a noise on my front porch after I was just done running, and I was pretty tired out. It was a very good pace for me. So I finished a nice run, and there is this package. And of course, I knew it was my three Toy Story bars. I got Compound V. I have yours and Gary's Compound V. So that just happened. So I'm like, well, let me just do a live stream because this is a lot of new Dr. Squatch at once. And I will be making my separate reviews. But anyway, yeah. So, Weston, did you see my Friday night review I did? I did that, what, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? So, and yes, it is Friday night, by the way. It's, yeah, I understand. Okay, back to this. It kind of has like a slight cologne fragrance. Something in here smells very familiar. Is it Harry Potter, I'm thinking? It is okay. Like mediocre, I think. It's kind of like a cologne, citrusy, not like lemon citrus though, like some other kind of citrus. I don't know. Maybe some Italian, like Italian leather, something like that. It's like Italian leather, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of cologne, a little bit of something from one of the Harry Potter bars, not the yellow bar. Maybe the purple, maybe like the blue and purple one. The blue one, not the purple one, the blue one. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looks almost identical to a new Area 51 bar. It's a cool look. Some people said it smells like Area 51. I disagree. The only thing that's similar is it has like that very mild kind of like a cactus fruit fragrance in the background, but it's pretty generic. So I wouldn't say it's that similar to Area 51. Potency is medium, but it does have that bitter cologne fragrance to it. All right, as I'm talking about this, light up my comment section. What's next? We got Cosmic Captain right here. What bar is on deck? We have the rest of the Toy Story collection. We have Golden Glory still. Compound V. Let me know. What's next? Yeah, it almost does have a little, maybe it is a little bit of pear in there. You might be right about that. There might be like a slight, like, citrusy pear fragrance in there. I could see that. It's just right off the bat, like that first hit, and then after that, it kind of gets drowned out by some kind of cologne, leathery scent. But I do get what you're saying there. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, if no one else is gonna vote, go for it. Oh, they're re-releasing the Mars and Area 51 next week. Well, that's interesting timing, huh? Maybe I'll have to do a side-by-side comparison because I think I'm running low, very low on Area 51. And I actually like Area 51. I know it's kind of a weaker bar, but I am a fan of Area 51. So maybe I'll snag one. All right, so Compound V then, is that what we're doing next? Compound V? It is a very synthetic scent though. All right, Compound V. Little disappointed in that one. Yeah, OG Area 51 was the best, I think. As is the case with a lot of the original Dr. Squatch bars. All right, Compound V is up on deck. Make sure I got to use the right one here. All right, so this one is mine. This one is not Gary's or Marco's. So we're going to pop this one open. I'm sure you've already. I'm not gonna like go over the artwork because most of you have seen it online already. So we're just gonna talk about it. This is a zero grit bar featuring creatine, which again I don't understand. I don't understand why it's featuring creatine because creatine doesn't smell like anything, doesn't really taste like anything. I use it weekly. I would say daily, but like almost daily. And I don't know if it actually does something good for your skin, like externally. Who knows? Caffeine does good things for your skin externally, so you never know. All right, completely different compounds though. We're off topic here. Ingredients we have saponified oils, natural fragrance, shea butter, mica, creatine, kaolin clay, and sea salt. Here's the bar. It has that pretty cool looking blue color to it. Let's see what it smells like, shall we? Oh, wow. Wow. Pretty strong. Wow. Okay. Woo. This is pretty good. This is a pretty good scent. It smells exactly like sour blue raspberry. Wow. It's not bad. It smells a lot like, I don't know, maybe like a sour blue raspberry Laffy Taffy or Jolly Rancher. I don't really eat candy anymore, but something along those lines. It's very strong. It's got a very, it smells natural though as far as candy goes. Like it smells edible. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a very spot on representation of a blue raspberry fragrance. Yeah, it does. It smells exactly like blue raspberry candy. You guys weren't kidding. I appreciate the peer pressure about trying Compound V because I wasn't like I don't watch the show. I wasn't super hooked on it, but that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. That's one of Dr. Squatch's better bars on the year. I think you'll like this one, Marco. And I think Gary will secretly like it, but he won't admit it. It may raise his blood sugar just from smelling it, but that's a pretty good scent. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge food scented guy, but like you mix some berries in there, it makes it a little more reasonable. That's not bad. Wow, it smells very sour. That's interesting. I have no idea what the creatine will do to my skin. We'll find out eventually, not on camera. But that's interesting. That is very good. That is a very good scent. Wow. That's a very good scent. All right, Compound V. Compound V gets a W. I'm glad you guys corrected me originally because before I was calling it Compound 5. I assumed it was supposed to be the Roman numeral 5. It is not. It's just the letter V. So, I was trying to play chess instead of checkers. That didn't work out. Compound V gets a big fat W, like an obese, overweight W. Very good bar. All right, what's next? So we did, let me reword that. We tried Cosmic Captain and Compound V. We are down to, and we can revisit these bars as we go on, but we are down to Golden Glory, which I did review earlier on a separate video. And then we have Howdy Hero, and then we have Cowgirl Courage from Jukebox, which is the exact same thing as Dr. Squatch, just branded for females. So let me know. Let me show you the three we're down to. And you're going to have to comment, or else I'm just going to hold them here and make eye contact forever. So here you go. Someone vote. Google says creatine has great benefits for skin, but is generally ineffective in soap because you wash it off too quickly. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, someone leave a comment so I don't have to hold my hands above my head. I don't have to. I guess I could put them right here. But then you can't see my pizza planet. Sure. We're going back up top. What are we trying next? Woody Wat? No. Woody. Howdy Hero. Oh, yeah. I can see why they did not name it Woody Wash. Wow. That would be a mistake. Howdy Hero. I'm just going to stop right there. Somebody pick one, please. In the comments. Someone pick one out. Anybody. There's a 1 in 3 shot. So just somebody. Okay, thank you. You know, I was leaning with that anyway, since you just said the Woody bar was really good. So we're going to try this one out. I've heard a lot of people say they love it, and I've heard a lot of people say they hate it. I haven't really heard anyone say they we're in the middle on it. So let's see where I am. Oh, I'm like choking over here. All right, we'll do the golden one next. We'll do golden next after Howdy Hero. So this is featuring snake root extract, whatever that is. It is a light grit bar. For ingredients, we have saponified oils, natural fragrance, shea butter, snake root extract, pumice, yellow iron oxide, kaolin clay, and sea salt. Jonathan, can you... Oh, boy. There it is. I knew that was coming. Pause. Jonathan, can you not fact check, but like Google snake root extract, please? Give us some information in the chat here. That's crazy. While I pop this open and give it the sniff test, I'm going to be smelling woody on stream. All right. All right, back to the soap. It's a good thing I'm monetized already. All right, here's the bar. Kind of looks like Swiss cheese. The man of the hour says it's a lot like Maverick Musk mixed with Alpine Sage, and that's a really good combo. Let's see. Potency is fairly strong. It is a woodsy bar, which fits the character, I guess. It's not bad. It kind of smells like a woodsy cologne. I could see that. It's like got a little bit of leather. It's got a little bit of a woodsy fragrance. I think that's a fair comparison. It's not bad. The fragrances here mix pretty well together. I'm not like an overly huge fan of either of those bars, but it's not bad. Not a bad combo. Just waiting for Jonathan to drop some knowledge in the comments. I don't know how long it takes to Google, but here we go. It's not bad. It even has like a slightly sweet aftertone or undertone or overtone. I don't really know what you would call it, but it's pretty good. What? Snake root? Okay. Well, I'm sure someone out there needs snake root. Maybe they have a little more than a you know, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Nope, I'm not going to finish that sentence. All right. I am going to finish that sentence. Maybe they have a little more than a snake in their boot. This is crazy. All right. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad on that one. It's kind of hard to pinpoint like the different fragrances in here, but your explanation kind of helped. The Maverick Musk mixed with Alpine Sage. That's a fair comparison. All right. That kind of narrows it down, right? So, we have Golden Glory we'll talk about next, and then we'll go and we'll talk about the Cowgirl Courage from Jukebox by Dr. Squatch. It's the same thing. Okay, so here we have Golden Glory, pretty hyped for the World Cup. Luckily, okay, that's I don't know if that's better or worse. Luckily, the price did not match the going rates for World Cup tickets. Normal price for a bar soap from Dr. Squatch. So I already tried this, but I'll talk about it still. Ingredients are very minimal. It's just basically featuring the gold kaolin clay, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because if you remember, Only Hope soap from the original Star Wars bundle pretty much only featured the clay, and then gold moss only features like sea salt. So it's not always a bad thing. Good bars can be very minimal. So I'll pop it open, but I do like the artwork here. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that Dr. Sasquatch version of Lionel Messi, but you never know. Yeah, I said Lionel. All right. So we'll pop it open here. It's not really golden, but it's close enough. Close enough. This one's different. This one is actually a pretty strong potency, but it doesn't smack you right in the face. It's more of a slowly fills the room. It definitely smells like cotton fabric softener and like some grassy, I would say either like cologne forward or like bitter fragrance in the background. It's like a bitter grassy fragrance mixed with cotton and fabric softener and a little bit of like an orange peel or something. Like the bitter part of a citrus scent. I don't hate it. It kind of matches the theme. It's very synthetic smelling. So don't go into it thinking it's going to smell very natural. And it is very strong. I don't think this is a bar that everyone can handle. But, it's not horrible. I would put it in the same category as like a legendary lather and a resistance rinse and I don't know, something along those lines. That's what I would say with this one right here. Rainforest Rapids, Mountain Meadows. It's like kind of different pieces of those bars mixed together. If that makes sense. I think that does make sense. Ooh, that is a strong one. Also a zero grit bar, by the way. Got this at Walmart. Got it from Walmart. Delivered to my doorstep. Very unexpectedly. All right. Well, that kind of narrows it down to the last possible option. I am shocked that there are only 2 viewers on here. We have brand new Dr. Squatch and only 2 viewers on a Friday night. That's messed up. Maybe it's not late enough. I think that's the problem. I just keep doing these streams too early for the rest of the country. It is 8:30 almost on the East Coast, but for everyone else, they're like just having dinner now. Uh, I should have finished dinner. I didn't even finish my dinner. Who wants to know before I grab this one right here? Who wants to know what I almost finished for dinner? I had my nice run. I was going to finish dinner, and then this showed up, and I'm like, let me just do a live stream. I'm starving. Didn't even finish my dinner. All those choices were made by me, but it was a pretty good dinner. I should have just finished it first. That would have given time for the West Coasters to jump on the live stream. All right, well, we'll talk about this. Oh, all right, we got a comment here. Let's see. Here's an idea that Squatch can make work. Make a collab with... Okay, I'm not going to pronounce that one. Yes. Well, they probably won't do that, but I will take your word for it that it would be a good thing to do. To be honest, some other like smaller soap companies, if you recommend that to them, it could actually happen and they would probably do a better job than Squatch would do. Like Hoffman's and a lot of those companies do make lather, they make like bars of soap off of dupe scents from these other cologne companies and they do a really good job with them. So offer it up. At least leave a suggestion, what's the worst that could happen? Cowgirl Courage. Never thought I'd be reviewing a bar of soap called Cowgirl Courage. Featuring all right, here you go again. Here you go again, Jonathan. Look up horsetail extract for me. Let us know. Hopefully nothing to do with fungus this time. Let me know what horsetail extract does. So for ingredients, we have also zero grit, but that's not what they call it on Jukebox Bosses. They call it no scrub for whatever reason. What do you mean? What is that? It says horsetail extract. Horsetail. Just Google it. As a horse right on there. Okay. Back to the review. You know who else uses horsetail extract? Probably McDonald's. Probably McDonald's. What's that newer burger called? The Big Arch? Anyway, back to this again. For ingredients, we have saponified oils, natural fragrance, shea butter, horsetail extract, red iron oxide, kaolin clay, and sea salt. All right, let's pop it open. Let's see what. Let's see what it smells like. All right, it looks very similar to what was that one bar called? Please, Energy Bar with the garnet powder. Energy Bar, a few years ago. Very good bar. Let's see what it smells like. Actually, that bar had caffeine in it too, if I'm not mistaken. The energy bar did have caffeine in there. All right, let's see what it smells like though. Let's hope for something good here. Oh wait, we got a fact check. Has high silica content and is used to strengthen hair, skin, and nails. Okay. All right. Interesting. All right, back to this. Whoa. This one, I think this one's the best out of the trio. I can tell you that right off the bat. Do I smell like a strawberry in here? What is that? Is that a strawberry or a cherry? Hang on. Oh, hold on. Hold your horses. You like that? Hold your horse tail. Nope. Don't clip me, please. Ah. every stream, I say something. Yeah, I get like, I don't really even know what else it smells like. It has some sort of mystery fragrance in here. If someone wants to help me out with that, let me know. I'm not even sure what it's. Can someone go onto the Dr. Squatch website and let me know what it's supposed to smell like? Because the box just says it smells like trailblazing spirit, and that's not very helpful. Someone tell me the scent description on this. And I'm smelling like a little bit of a strawberry. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure I'm smelling strawberry in here. That's strawberry. I was thinking cherry at first. No, that's strawberry. A little bit of strawberry, maybe a little bit of cedar. Someone help me out here in the comments. I need to know. This is pretty good. I know it's like whatever, it's jukebox, but why do the women get all the good scents now? What's that all about, Dr. Squatch? This is pretty good. You know, it's bad enough. I already use women's conditioner anyway because men's conditioner and curls just don't work out very well. So I tell you what, this is a good scent. But someone needs to let me know what the official fragrance is for this. Oh, hello, welcome back, Weston. Yeah, um, still working on the White Hollow. See, I want to buy a bunch in bulk. Every time one bar goes in stock, the other ones I want to get go out of stock. I want to buy them all together. You know, pay for shipping one time. That's it. But I do really want to try White Hollow. Well, this is a good bar, but I really need someone to tell me what is this one supposed to smell like because I 100% smell a little bit of strawberry and it actually smells pretty good. Someone fact check me, please. Unless I'm wrong, then don't fact check me. But I'm not. I'm right. I'm right on this one. Yeah, I'm definitely smelling like it's strawberry. 100% strawberry. Someone's got to go onto the Dr. Squatch website, pull up the scent description for this bar, and that was my stomach, and let me know what it says for Cowgirl Courage. My stomach is loud. I really did not finish dinner. I will, but I haven't finished it yet. Someone let me know so I can finish eating dinner. I'm starving right now. Tangerine with wildflowers and sandalwood. Sandalwood's similar to cedar. Hang on, tangerine? Hang on, hang on. Let me just lock in for a minute. The wildflowers, yeah, that's probably what I'm also smelling. I couldn't figure it out. Tangerine? Really? It doesn't smell super citrusy to me. I smell. I'm going with strawberry. I say it's strawberry. I don't think it's tangerine. I don't know. Maybe the color's throwing me off, but that smells a lot like strawberry to me. I'll let you guys decide if it smells more like tangerine or strawberry. I'm telling you, it's strawberry. Maybe it's strawberry mixed with tangerine. Cigarette ashes and gasoline. That's exactly what the Stone Cold bar smells like. Coming from a person who does not drink or smoke, but I can tell you for a fact, it smells like that. Exact description, yes. Yeah, you can let me know tomorrow. All right. So we kind of just did a quick little filter through these bars, but if you're just joining in, we can keep the live going. I'm sure it will become more popular as the night goes on because that's just how people are nowadays. But I'm starving, so if you want to keep the live going, let me know in the comments. I may like reheat my dinner and bring it down here. I hate eating on camera. I hate eating on camera. It's not my thing. But I will do what I have to do to keep this stream alive, which I didn't even plan on doing. But I am starving, and I had a really nice run. And I'm gonna make my brother in the comments here. I'm gonna make him go for a run with me tomorrow. Today was a quick run, but I ran fast. Tomorrow is going to be a long run, and I'm gonna make him run with me. So he doesn't have a choice. But let me know if you want to keep this stream going. We'll a new one later. I don't know. Why would I boot up a new one? No, I got some good momentum going here. We're 36 minutes in. I don't want to start from scratch. You are running tomorrow. I told you this all week long. When we finally don't have a rainy day, you are running. It is not a choice. You are running tomorrow with me. We are going to run a minimum of 3 miles. Hopefully somewhere between 3 and 5 miles. You are running tomorrow. That is not optional. I'm not starting from scratch. No. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I don't want to listen to you right now. So I'm gonna just keep the live stream going. I don't feel like doing a whole new setup. I don't feel like redoing everything. I'll keep the live stream going, but you do not wake. No, no, don't even think about it. All right, so yeah, we're gonna keep the Jesse bar is really good. I don't know if you just heard that from me because I was talking about it, but it is really good. Some people say tangerine. Some people say strawberry. I'll let you guys be the judge. Really good bar. I think it's the best one out of the three. Not exactly what I was expecting, but wow, that was pretty good. Well, now I'm curious. What are the scent descriptions of the other two bars? Let's go, Jonathan. Let me know what it says about Cosmic Captain scent description and Howdy Hero scent description. Comments, please. While you're doing that, I'm going to reheat my dinner, and I'm not going to eat it directly on stream, but I will hide my face in the corner and finish eating it. And we'll just keep rocking and rolling here. So give me like 69. No, give me like 68 seconds to warm it up. I wasn't even trying. 68 seconds to warm it up in the microwave. I'll bring it down. I got my water already. We'll keep this stream rolling. Jonathan can fact check me in the comments. Let me know about whatever I just asked you to let me know about. The scent descriptions of Cosmic Captain and Howdy Hero. And if you leave this stream early, I'm going to make you run even more than 5 miles, even though I will not be doing that much. All right, be right back. Be right back. Enjoy the pictures of Tom Brady in the background while I warm up my very good dinner. All right, I'm back. And Quesadilla Guy is here. I left for like 90 seconds and Quesadilla Guy is here. All right, so Cowboy. What? Cowboy. That wasn't even an option. It was Cowgirl or Howdy Hero. And you said Cowboy. I assume you mean the Woody Bar. Desert Sage, Warm Vanilla, and Leather. Well, yeah, that's a pretty good. That is a pretty good description then from Man of the Hour because he said Alpine Sage and Maverick Musk. So that's pretty spot on. And we got the pear right too. We nailed it with the pear. Pear, fig, and cedarwood with the Cosmic Captain. All right then. How am I down to 59% battery already? That's crazy. So, all right, we're talking Dr. Squatch. We got like a million new bars of Dr. Squatch here. I have my reheated dinner here, which like I said, I don't like to eat on stream. I'm gonna eat in the corner here. You're not allowed to look at me when I'm eating because I don't like to be watched when I eat. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But I can't wait. This is good. This is. Oh, I was supposed to make you guys guess what I was having for dinner. Well, maybe you didn't notice it. Someone tell me what you think I'm having for dinner right now. Maybe you didn't even notice what I just did there. Also, still waiting for someone to compliment my Pizza Planet shirt. That hasn't happened yet. And I know you guys can see it. And I got my trusty plastic bottle Poland Spring water. That's actually not a bad guess. I don't have any lentils with me right now. Oh, thank you, not a quesadilla. Thank you for noticing. I actually had lentil soup for lunch today, but there are no lentils in here. But I did have lentil soup for lunch today. There is no salmon in there. There is rice. It is something in rice. I did not make it myself this time around. I have something in rice here. I'm gonna eat it. So don't watch me while I eat. That is the rule. You guys can talk to each other, whatever you want to do, but just don't watch me while I'm eating, as I'm live streaming. I can turn the volume down on this microphone. You guys do not need to hear me chewing either. This is so good. All right, whatever. There's only one viewer, so I'm going to tell you what it is. This is tandoori chicken and rice, basmati rice to be exact. And it has some sort of like tomato, cashew, Turkish sauce on there. It's really good. There was a giant chunk of star anise that I had to pick out earlier. But aside from that, really, really good. Has a nice little kick to it. It's not like super spicy, but it's got a little spice in there. A little spice. For lunch, I had lamb and lentil soup. So that was really good. All right. Just talk about something else while I eat. Because I really don't like to be watched while I eat. Maybe I should restart the stream. Or I don't know. You guys decide. Maybe I will restart the stream. Pistons are winning big. So looks like we're going to have a game 7. Pistons and Cavs then. It's a good thing I brought extra water down here. Woo! Alright, don't listen to me while I chew either. No looking. I'm going to sit over off to the side. You guys are not allowed to watch me eat. Well, what's the score and how much time is left? That would help me decide. All right, I wouldn't call that winning big. If you guys are not eating Turkish food, you are missing out. This stuff is so good. Can you pay to watch me eat? Actually, you can. Yes, you can. You could pay to watch me eat. I am monetized. Super chats are an option. I would certainly eat on stream for money. I really hope Squatch does not do a Mountain Dew collab. But that's just because I have a personal hatred against Mountain Dew. It would probably be a great collab. It would be very successful. I just have a personal thing against Mountain Dew. I think it's way overrated. All right, back to my food. I'm honestly not a huge chicken guy either. Out of all the different meats that are out there, chicken's not my go-to, even though it's very, very healthy. But tandoori chicken is next level. So, all right, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, like steak is my number one. Give me a nice New York strip. Lobster and seafood is like right up there, top tier. Turkey, I eat a lot of turkey. Okay, don't word it like that. My go-to meat, since I try to live a healthy lifestyle nowadays, is mostly turkey. I eat turkey meatballs, turkey sausage, even turkey bacon. I know, ground turkey, a lot of turkey. Um, but my favorite, of course, is steak and lobster. And then chicken I just eat because it's healthy, but I'm really not a big chicken guy. I'm really not. The best tasting chicken is fried chicken, and that's not healthy, so I can't eat that either. And then I don't know what's quail's pretty good. Quail's hard to get, but quail is very good. I eat a lot of fish. Salmon, I eat so much fish. Salmon, cod, I eat a ton of cod, actually. Tons and tons of cod. Pretty much zero mercury in that, so that's a good thing. Love cod. Um, I would say I don't like pork chops. I don't certain pulled pork. I like pulled pork. I'm not a huge pork guy. Pulled pork is pretty good, but I'm not really a big pork guy. And now I just eat turkey substitutes for everything anyway. It seems like guanciale is a necessary like pork ingredient for pasta, but pulled pork's really good. But everything else, like all I know is this is the best chicken I've ever had that wasn't fried. That's all I know. This is some good chicken, and I promised myself I wouldn't eat on stream, but I'm still gonna hide my face. But I'm telling you, tandoori chicken is so good, even if it does have giant pieces of star anise in there. That stuff is so good. Uh, did I make it? Oh, I'm glad you're here, actually. But that's beside the point. I did not make it. I got it from a Turkish restaurant, and then I reheated it because it's a long story. I'll just start from the beginning. So, I was trying to find these new soaps, couldn't find them. Then, at like 5 p.m., I found this one that I was looking for online, available for it was like instant delivery from Saratoga. Oh, I just name drop Oh boy. From a nearby town, that Walmart had it, and they delivered it like within an hour. So at 6 p.m. this arrived. Knocked out my soap review. Then I decided to go for a nice run. So I went for like a really fast mile run, feeling good. Turkish food. Yeah, it's really good. I don't like to eat on stream. I don't like to eat in front of people, but it's happening. Um yeah, and the freaking FBI guys in here too. Jeez. Um what happened after that? Oh yeah, then 7:58 p.m. all of my other Dr. Squatch bars that I ordered online finally showed up. So I got the Toy Story bars, I got whatever this dude is. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing a live stream. Meanwhile, I didn't even finish my food. I also had Turkish food for lunch too. I had lentil soup and lamb, and some naan, and that was really good. Fueled me for my run, but now I'm starving again. Like I said, long story. But yeah, this is really good. I'm not a huge chicken guy. Normally I eat turkey or steak or like salmon. That lamb was good. That was some good lamb. I'm not a huge chicken guy, but tandoori chicken is just next level. That's what I was just talking about. I just don't like people watching me eat. So I had to sit off in the corner as I was eating. Um, all right, so hopefully that explains everything. But yeah, that was a crazy afternoon from like 5 p.m. until now. Like 25 things happened at once. Okay, so, oh yes, and tomorrow I'm forcing my brother to go on a long, well, I say long, it's not long, but for him it's long, like a 3 to 5 mile run. But we'll cross that bridge tomorrow. Um, okay. No, no, not all. No, I had like two different food delivery pickup things. Well, I did have a lot of soap delivered. How many bars do I have here? I have a lot. I have 7 bars here. And then I had my mile run that I did in pretty good timing too. And then I don't know what else happened, but that was about it. But it was a lot in like 3 hours. So, and I didn't even finish my dinner. I'm like still trying to eat this thing on stream. That's a crazy thing to say. All right, I'm gonna move past that one. I have a question for you guys though. I have a very important question for you guys. Make sure my microphone's turned up enough so you can hear me. All right, very important question. I also I also presented this question in my video that I did. Oh, that's the other thing I did. After this arrived, so I ordered this at like 5 p.m. once I figured out it existed. And then 6 p.m. it arrived. Made a quick video, speed run, edited. I did the edit, I uploaded it, went for my run. That was crazy. So the question that I asked in the video, and I'm going to ask the same question on stream, I need you guys to help me out here. For people that do not come from a sports background, how often do you use the word or the phrase clutch? Like, is that a thing that you, you already knew what I was going to ask? This is what I need to know. Do like everyday people use the word clutch, or is it really just sports fans that say that? This is a very important question for the millions of viewers that are watching right now. Clutch is the thing in a car that helps with it. I don't know anything about that. You're not really helping my case here, quesadilla boy. You're supposed to back me up. I need some more people to back me up here. And I don't think my brother really counts because he's also definitely a sports guy. So someone who is a neutral party, please. Not a quesadilla, just a neutral party. Someone back me up here. Someone tell me that people say, do people really not you say clutch in sentences? They're not like, oh yeah, that's pretty clutch of you. People don't talk like that, really? Is it really? It's just sports people? That's crazy. This is new information for me. Well, I don't know who you are, but thank you, I guess. You can't disguise yourself, Jonathan. We all know. We all seen your highlights. All right. Well, anyway, your brothers say it all the time, and your 23-year-old self never understood what that meant. If you don't understand what that meant, you need to go watch some Tom Brady highlights. That'll tell you what clutch is right there. Well, whatever. I think I'm right, but I will leave it at that. Anyway, so also it was first of all, it was a compliment, so I would just take the compliment. But I think I'm right here, so I don't even know what the next topic is gonna be. I was actually gonna talk about Survivor too. That was that was a rough episode of Survivor, but if no one in here watches Survivor, then I'm not gonna talk about Survivor. But that was a rough second to last episode. Spoiler warning. So they voted out Suri and Rick Devens. That's pretty depressing. Yeah, you don't look like someone who knows anything about cars. So, well, screw you. I don't know anything about cars. That's true. You don't look like you can even run a mile. Well, it's hard to tell because your profile picture is not a person. What is your profile picture? I can't even see. I don't know. It's not a person. So, whatever. You know what? I can drive a car somewhat. I can drive a car and a forklift. So how about that, quesadilla boy? Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh. That might be from a little more than quesadillas. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna sit off to the side and eat some more tandoori chicken here. Unfortunately, I ran out of naan, but woo! All right. Let that sit for a minute. So that's why you said you were gonna pay to watch me eat earlier. I'm gonna get my account reported tonight. That is a fact. Well, Mr. Not a Quesadilla Boy, this might be your sign to start running. I wasn't. I was eating off to the side. I don't like it when people watch me eat anyway, so I was eating off to the side. I tried to turn my microphone down so you can't hear me chewing. I really don't like to eat in front of people. But I couldn't wait any longer. The chicken was calling my name. That whole thing just took a turn. To be fair, you're only 38 pounds more than I am. I'm like actually a little over 200 pounds. You're probably not as tall as I am. No oils this time. No oil. I can't in front of an FBI agent. I'll have the US government bombing me. They hear oil, you know, it's over for me. 6'2 and a half. So you're 2.5 inches shorter than me and like 35 pounds heavier than me. That's not that different. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. but I can, like, I'm not, whatever. I am, not circular, and I am only like 35 pounds fewer than you, so that something's not adding up here. Few inches shorter. It's not because of the oil. Yeah. All right, so I think I don't even know if the quesadilla person is still here, but that really took a turn. That's what happens. Anything can happen on a live stream. I did not. He volunteered the information. I didn't ask him how much he weighed or anything like that. Joke's on you. I don't even have an IP address. He's got to go eat dinner now. I'm not volunteering this information for him. It's not my fault, okay? Didn't he have to leave the stream last time because he was having another dinner? What's that one movie? The Hobbit? They have like 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 3 dinners. Yeah. That's crazy. Have I started doing the review yet? Well, I did a speed run, and then I was talking about food, and then I was 100% not body shaming someone because I would never ever think to do something like that. I don't know who would do something like that. And then that's kind of where we are right now, actually. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I'm happy to go back through the bars of soap here. Oh, yeah, and we were debating the word clutch too. But I don't know if I'm winning that one. I really thought I was 100% going to get backed up by everybody. I don't think I'm winning that one. I have like a million bars of soap here. We have Cowgirl Courage, Howdy Hero. Ooh, I got the name right this time. I did not call it whatever I called it last time. Not repeating that. Golden Glory. I really screwed up those names at the beginning of this live stream. Cosmic Captain. Compound V. I got the new Toy Story bars. Video with the tears now? Huh? Where did I get all those from? Well, as a matter of fact, I got them from Dr. Squatch. Because they are the ones that sell Dr. Squatch soap. Actually, I got one of them from Walmart. So, but the rest of them were just straight from Dr. Squatch. I got Golden Glory. I got Golden Glory from Walmart. Kind of leaked where I got it from already, but hopefully no one picked up on that. I think the one that was trying to pick up on it was too busy thinking about having a enchiladas for dinner. So I think I'm safe for now. So yeah, I had one bar delivered at p.m. and the rest of them all arrived straight from Dr. Squatch at 7:58 p.m. Not too long after my run. The Golden Glory one, that was from Walmart. A different one than my usual one. I'll just put it that way. I didn't even know, like, it was so crazy what happened, too. I was just Googling Dr. Squatch FIFA, and then it showed up and it said in stock Walmart. I'm like, no, it's not. And then it said where it was located, and it was an adjacent town, but it had a delivery option, and it said it could be delivered in like 1 hour for free. And I was like, all right, let's send it. And then sure enough, there it is. thank you for the coerced compliment of my Pizza Planet shirt. I only begged for that compliment 3 times, but at least you did. So appreciate that. How many bars of soap do I have total? You have 150 bars. Ooh, you got a problem. See, I have a lot of bars of soap too, but I gotta stop roasting my own viewers. You know what? I'm happy for you. I'm glad you got a lot of bars of soap. I have a lot, but that's because I review a lot of them. As you know, I probably have around the same. I give away a lot of soap. There are a lot of smelly people out there. I give away a lot of soap. So I have probably in the hundreds, low hundred, but I try to just give away a ton of them. And you can only shower so much. Like summertime, maybe twice a day, but oh, and here we have Gary 828. Gary 828. In my hand, I know you're not doing soap reviews right now, but I don't care. In my hand, this bar of soap is for you. I got one for you, one for myself, one for Marco. I'm shipping it out probably Monday. Compound V. Compound V actually smells pretty good. It's like a sour blue raspberry fragrance. And you know I'm not usually into those like food scented bars, but this is a pretty good fragrance. It's not synthetic at all. So that's the Compound V. Toy Story bars. This one is, it's not bad, but it kind of smells like alpine sage mixed with maverick musk. It's not bad. It's just nothing. It's kind of generic. All right, so that's that one. I'm really speed running here. Cosmic Captain has like a pear undertone. To me, it kind of smells like a generic cologne mixed with pear. That's what that one smells like. It's okay. The best one is Cowgirl Courage. This one, it says tangerine on the website. I think it smells more like strawberry and driftwood. Pretty good bar. I think this is the best one out of all the ones I've gotten today. This one right here. And then that leaves me with the Golden Glory, which I don't think you would like this one, Gary. I think you would actually kind of hate this one. It's a strong fragrance. It's synthetic. It smells like it comes from the same family of Mountain Meadows and Rainforest Rapids and Legendary Lather and Resistance Rinse. But it really smells like cotton and orange peel and some grassy fragrance. So that's kind of like my super quick rundown. I'll be posting the full reviews tonight and tomorrow. I already posted the Golden Glory one. I can't ask Gary about the clutch question because he is definitely a sports guy. So why did you just say okay? All right. The comment just says cotton. I'm afraid of where this might be going. It's interesting. Yeah, if you want the Compound V bar, I was actually I was just gonna mail it on Monday, and I was probably gonna forget to tell you. I'm sending one to Marco. Even if you're not, I know you're not really doing soap reviews, but at least that way you can just try it. So that way you can say you tried it if you haven't already ordered it. But yeah, I was planning on sending one to you, one to Marco, and then I have one for myself. I bought the 3-pack because I'm not smart enough to figure out how to buy just one by itself, and I was kind of impatient on the website, so that's what happened. They just got delivered 7:58 p.m. like not that long ago. I just brought the package down here and started doing a live stream on them as I was eating my food. The Cowgirl Courage really is the best one. 100% agree. Yeah, the chicken's a little cold. It is, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Gary, I also kind of accidentally fat shamed someone. So that happened. But what's a live stream without a good fat shaming? Yeah, I'll send it on Monday morning. I'll send one out to you, one out to Marco. I'll keep the one that I have because it actually is pretty decent. I was surprised with how much I liked it. I'll just put it that way. Little PSA though for you guys. If you're eating Turkish food, it's so good. But they usually do leave like giant whole entire pieces of star anise in there. So just be careful. Like pick it out. But honestly, I do the same thing when I make my own clam chowder. I put these big giant bay leaves in there, and then you just gotta kind of pick them out at the end. You don't want to eat those. You know, no, I'm not even gonna say it. You would probably be the last person that could even get fat shamed. What's on the dinner menu for you tonight? Is it better than what I had? You can't get much better than that. Unless you gave me a lobster tail and a steak. That would be better. I only got one Golden Glory bar. Um, it's a long story. It's a very long story. But basically, well, I can talk fast. The Golden Glory store, the Golden Glory bar was not at my local Walmart. It was at a Walmart that is adjacent to me. And I discovered it randomly at 5 p.m. when I was just like Googling how to buy it online if it was even possible. And to my surprise, it was possible. So I see that it's like in stock and available. Of course, I have Walmart Plus too. So they shipped it to me like an hour later for free. And it only let me order one. So I assume it was like almost sold out. And then it popped up at my doorstep an hour later. Like crazy work. That was my biggest surprise of the day for sure. Upper East Coast. Yeah, you can probably figure that out from the background here, I would say. You know, I thought someone might say that in the comments. I I was waiting for that one. Upper East Coast, as there is an entire outline of the state of Massachusetts above my head. And I'm pretty sure we talked about this in the last stream anyway. I I know people. No, here's the thing. I'm not trying all these bars in the shower before I review them. That's just not my style. Like that's the right thing to do. That's what Gary does, and it is the right thing to do. But that's not what I do because I don't have the patience, and two, I don't have the patience. Like I don't want to do five. I'm not doing 5 different showers in one day for that. It's not happening. Plus, if I don't like them, I'm just gonna throw them out. I'm not doing that. I understand why, but I'll leave that to other people. I just do the box sniff test. I know. You're right. You're 100% right. The smell does change when you use them in a shower. And that's kind of like once I do use them in the shower, I'll adjust my rankings. But also, to be completely honest, part of getting the views when it comes to Dr. Squatch is just how fast you upload them after they come out. That's just the way it is. So I do like update my rankings as I use them in the shower and the smell changes, but for the most part, I'm just popping them out. Like it's part of the gig. I certainly don't spend as much time as I could on these reviews, but I spend the amount of time I want to spend on them, and you can just kind of like take it how it is. Now, if anyone wanted to know if it smelled different in the shower, and I did try it, you can always like ask me in the comments, and I'll respond to you once I do try it. But I just don't have the flexibility to try every single one in the shower and then make separate reviews on them after the fact, and I'll lose some of that momentum of like the quick release and then uploading them right after the fact. So yeah, that's pretty much my stance on that. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I gotta be running. Like I'm training for a 10K, and especially during football season, I'm not taking my eyes off the tee. Oh, football season! The schedule that released. Oh, whoa! That just popped into my head. Football season. Hello. Crazy thing happened. Few crazy things happened. My prediction came true. Patriots are playing the Seahawks in Seattle, week 1, Super Bowl rematch. Um, Funny coincidence, I didn't really plan this out, but I'm going to be in Seattle for the first time ever that week of the NFL kickoff. So that's pretty crazy. We'll see what happens there. And then maybe I did mention that in the last stream. I don't really know. Then Patriots Raiders. I plan on going to the Patriots and Raiders game in October. October's a really good time of year to go to Patriots games. It's like you got that nice cool fall weather, but it's not like 2 feet of snow yet. So I'm really excited to go to the Patriots Raiders game. I went to the Patriots Raiders game last year. It was the home opener. It was the season opener and the home opener, and we lost to Geno Smith, and then we won like 13 games after that. So that was a rough game to be at. It was downpouring the whole time. Um, and then, well, that'd be cool too to see Mendoza play if he plays. If they were smart, they would let Kirk play for a while just to let him, ease out that O line. But either way, Patriots W for sure. And then Patriots and Packers. So I have a Spartan race in Boston, November 7th. It's a Saturday. The following day is Patriots and Packers at Gillette Stadium. That's a good matchup. Patriots, Packers, November football, Gillette Stadium. Gillette Stadium's like, depending on traffic, it's like 45 minutes from Boston. So I do my Spartan race on Saturday, and which is in Fenway Park, by the way. So I'm going to be like inside of Fenway Park, and then I will probably spend the night in Boston, go to Foxborough. It's a 4:25 game. So then I can go to the Patriots, Packers. That would be so cool. I really want to go to that game. Yeah, really cool stuff. I'm true, no easy schedule this year, but also last year we were like second to last place in the league, so nothing really comes easy. Um, I could see us going like 11-6 or 12-5 this year. I think we really are going to surprise some people. The first 4 games are tough, but like we're a good team. So yeah, they are. Seattle, they lost a lot of people. Seattle lost a lot of people. They might be riding that Super Bowl high. Who knows? Seattle lost a lot of people. Buffalo is always going to be tough. We'll probably split with them. I'm sure we'll win one game against Buffalo and they'll win one against us. I'm assuming that's probably going to happen. We're going to sweep the Jets. We're going to sweep the Dolphins. I think we'll be the Steelers week 2 or 3, whatever week it is. I think we'll be the Steelers. Chiefs could be tough, but they really weren't that good last year, even before Mahomes got hurt, if you remember correctly. Um, Vikings, I think, will be. Drew Brees is not better than Tom Brady. Why are you rage baiting me in the middle of my NFL schedule breakdown? Come on. Just come on. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. And then, oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, I wasn't doing anything in the 90s because I wasn't alive. But that's crazy. Oh, Louisiana? All right. Well, I don't know if that's really an excuse. Isn't Louisiana like the lowest rated state in the US for education? It's either like Louisiana or Missouri, one of the two. Not Missouri, Mississippi. I want to say it's Mississippi or Louisiana. You know what's number one? Oklahoma's probably up there too. Toy Story bars, I would say they're mediocre. None of them are like rancid. None of the Toy Story bars are just absolutely garbage material. I would say like this one's decent. This one's kind of mediocre, generic, but that female bar, the Cowgirl Courage from Jukebox, that's a really good bar, and it really doesn't smell like super feminine either. It's a really good bar. No, actually, I don't think New York is number one. I'm pretty sure Massachusetts is number one for education. Not New York. Yeah, they're not like incredibly good, but they're not incredibly bad either. And I really don't think you'll like Golden Glory because it's definitely not up your avenue. I think you'd probably be sick from it. Compound V, I think you may actually like, surprisingly. That's pretty crazy. All I did was have a little Turkish food today, and I'm just like roasting everybody. So a little spice in there. A little spice. I think Gary's gonna hate the FIFA bar. I think he's gonna hate the FIFA bar. Man, this is good stuff. I gotta decide what I think I'm gonna have some pastrami for lunch tomorrow. Make some Reubens. I got some pastrami, some rye. I'm gonna make some Reubens tomorrow. If you've never had a pastrami on New York rye, you're not living life. Jonathan, I hope you like pastrami. I think Gary will like Compound V. I do too. I like it, and I don't normally like that type of bar. Good. I'm making pastrami's tomorrow. Pastrami on rye. Seedless rye. I don't like the seeded rye. It's got to be seedless. Yeah, I could live off of pastrami. Pastrami and corned beef. So good. So that's going to be lunch tomorrow. That's like not extremely healthy, but it's good carbs for running, and it's good protein. I I I have not tried it in the shower yet. These just got delivered like an hour and a half ago. This got delivered at my doorstep an hour and a half ago. I went right to the live stream. Um, I don't know. I purchase and use regularly women's conditioner because men's stuff does not work on hair with curls in it. Personal preference. I can't imagine the soap would be any different than a normal one. Deep dish. Oh, I am getting so rage baited tonight. I am getting so rage baited tonight. Deep dish? Come on. You got to be kidding me. Dude, I had no. 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 No, that's unacceptable. I had deep dish one time in Chicago, and I regret it. That's that's just no, it's not. Anything beats a good. That's crazy. That's insane. Wow. Our country with a take like that. That's it. We are so cooked. That's insane. Yeah, it's a casserole. It's a casserole. It's not a pizza. It's a casserole. I'm speechless right now. I knew people like you existed, but I really wish they didn't. That's unacceptable. That's one of the worst things you could say on this stream. Obviously, you've never had New York pizza. Obviously, you've never had New Haven pizza. There are so many better things. New York pizza, New Haven pizza, like that's crazy. If your slice of pizza is like, hang on, hang on for a second. First of all, if it's not a triangle, forget it. It needs to be about that thick. If it's any more than that thick, that's not good pizza. That's so unacceptable. I know people think they're allowed to have their own opinions and preferences. No, you're not. You're not. No, you're not allowed to have that one. It's just not okay. That's insane. Oh, that's such a bad take. Wow. Have you ever just popped into a little shop in Brooklyn and had a slice? You know it's good when you can see the bullet holes in the window and they got bars up. Like that's when you know it's good pizza. But even like Neapolitan Italian pizza is pretty good. New Haven, Connecticut is so that pizza's there is so good. Forget the rest of the state, but New Haven, Connecticut pizza is goated. Yeah, I can send you a sample piece of the Golden Glory bar. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send you I'll just like slice like a third of it off for you. The Terminator bar is so bad. Terminator bar, Predator bar, those are pretty bad. Those bars would make me lose my appetite. I'm still just shocked about the pizza comment. It's a sad world we live in. Yeah, I'll put it in a separate little, like, I don't know if I have a Ziploc bag or a sandwich bag, but something like that. I'll put it in a little clear bag separate from the other bar so it won't contaminate it. Because it is a very strong scent. Good question. How many bars are there now? I've lost track once again. It's probably somewhere in that ballpark, though. While we're here, I'll ask the question one more time. I think the answer is no. Anyone on here watch Survivor? Live finale is Wednesday. I'm probably gonna do a post finale video. I don't know. I think we should count Cowgirl Courage because one, it's good, but two, it's with the same display as the other Toy Story bars. It would just feel weird not to count it. I'm still gonna put it in my rankings list. I mean, it's all made by Dr. Squatch, so I don't know. This one, it feels like a Dr. Squatch bar. It doesn't like you wouldn't know any different. When you pop it open, it looks like a Dr. Squatch bar. All right, Gary is the final authority on it. But like, being honest, the only thing that makes this bar jukebox is the fact that they put jukebox in the corner, and the only reason they did that is because they used a female character and decided to do that to like increase the. They actually wanted to like increase the collabs for the jukebox because jukebox doesn't really do collabs. That's all it was. It was like a marketing thing. It's a good bar. That's exactly what Squatch is doing. It's a pretty decent bar, either way. I was pleasantly surprised with that one. Yeah, I did a Friday night review 2 weeks ago because Marco sent it to me. He sent me the Friday night bar, which I thought was like the scent wasn't bad. It was kind of I don't know. I lost it. I thought it was kind of generic smelling, but it wasn't like bad. I don't know. I lost it. It's somewhere over here in my pile. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was like kind of a similar tone of what's that one from Dapper Yankee? Whiskey Rebel. It was kind of like like a more version of that. The bar itself wasn't that bad, but there are just much better versions of it out there already. It's kind of how I felt. For Dr. Squatch, it was decent. But if you wanted to compare it to other similar bars from other companies, which there are some out there, I would say it was more on the generic side. But like overall, it was in the upper half of my rankings for Squatch. I don't remember exactly where I placed it, but it's definitely on the upper tier, the top half, somewhere in there. Sometimes I watch my reviews and forget about them, so it happens. I've been uploading a lot lately. I should make my brother do a soap review after I force him to run like 5 miles tomorrow. I don't know. Does that count as child labor? That would be funny though. I'm gonna make him run 5 miles, give him a pastrami on rye, and well, barely, but barely is correct. But if one of these people from the comments showed up, Chris Hansen would be right there. Pistons are up 21 now. All right, they really popped up that. I knew they were up by. Jonathan said they were up 11. That was a while ago. So looks like we're definitely having a game 7. You say no Sam Adams? I really have not been following NBA. It takes a while to get over a heartbreak. I don't think the Pistons are, or I don't think the Knicks are sweeping. The NBA does not like sweeps, and that's just it's. I don't see that happening in a conference game. I don't even think the Thunder will sweep. I think. Well, no, the Thunder are going to sweep because they're going to end up with the Spurs, and they're not going to sweep the Spurs. All I know is whoever probably the Knicks, but whoever wins the East is going to get absolutely railed by whoever wins the West. Yeah, I am actually currently cheering for the Spurs to win the whole thing because I hate the Thunder and I hate the Knicks and I'm not really a big fan of the Cavs. And I really don't believe in the Pistons or the Timberwolves, even though I like Anthony Edwards. The Knicks are not winning the chip. No, they're not. Not happening. Someone just said Indiana. Well, that's kind of random, but okay. No, stop bringing up the belt. Stop bringing up the belt. Enough with the belt. Oh, Indiana. Okay, well that was confusing. The first two sentences. Yeah, I hope the Indiana Fever win the whole thing. Either Dallas, Indiana. Those are like the two teams I would cheer for. I am I am never ever uploading the belt video. You're talking to a guy who doesn't even like to eat on camera. You really think I like to get whipped on camera? I would say that came out wrong, but I don't think there's really another way to word it. Yeah, there's not another way to word it. I am, by the way, I am bringing my belt to Seattle. And when the Patriots, it's not the Super Bowl, I get it. But when the Patriots go into Seattle and win week 1 and ruin their little banner ceremony, I'm going to be running around the streets of Seattle, dodging heroin addicts, and smacking people with my belt. Retribution. All right, well, if we're talking realistically, yeah, it probably will be Liberty winning it all. And I could see it happening against the Aces, but I would put my money on the Liberty winning. But it's so early in the season, very early in the season. Hopefully, with the way officiating has been this year, there won't be as many contact injuries. Oh boy. That's also the same thing that Yankees fans say every year before they lose to the Dodgers. At least we can agree on pizza, though. I don't even care who wins the Sabres series. I'm kind of hoping the Sabres win because as much as I'm not a fan of Buffalo, I hate Montreal. And I'm not just talking about the teams that come from there. Pause. I cannot stand Montreal. I cannot stand the Montreal Canadiens. I would rather have the Buffalo Sabres beat them. I hope Carolina wins it, but man, I hate the Canadiens from Montreal specifically. Oh, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. Yeah, I probably shouldn't recap everything that happened. Yeah, you missed a lot. Oh, well, Quesadilla might want to fill you in on that one, but you missed a lot. I did a speed run through like 5 different bars of Dr. Squatch. Um, there was a pizza debate. There was a debate about the word clutch. There was talks about body shaming. Um, Marco showed up for a little bit. Gary showed up. Um, Currently talking about basketball. Oh yeah, he's. I'm just catching strays now. I'm catching strays. He's not even a Celtics fan. I'm catching strays. I didn't even. Oh great, he's not even a Celtics fan. I'm just getting collateral damage here. He was he first of all he kind of is a traitor. He wasn't even born in Massachusetts. I was. He wasn't. He was born in New York. So if anything, he's a traitor to. Yeah, it's different. We do not like the same teams. Pretty much a traitor on all sides, correct. Yeah, that is correct. But at least he knows what good pizza is. The Traitors is a very good show, by the way. I think the new season doesn't come out for, but I did apply to be on that show. If you're familiar with the Traitors, yeah, best pizza for sure. I have family that lives right by Chicago, and they hate Chicago pizza. So like, even they know what's up. And when I went to Chicago and took out a deep dish pizza and reviewed it right in the streets, right in the hood with my Boston hat on. Didn't get shot, but I got a few looks. And then I just threw the rest of the pie away because it was a disrespect to our nation. Pretty sure I got some death threats in that video too. But hey, even bad attention is still attention. that is that is a legendary that's legendary ball knowledge right there. That is a fantastic Charles Barkley knowledge pull right there. Might get some more, I'm sure you will. Yeah, you said that one earlier. I saw it. I just didn't repeat it. That's good. That's good. Yep. Mexican pizza, that's an interesting concept. Does it have like cilantro and I don't know what else it would have on there. Lime, onion, cilantro. All right. The reason we hate Chicago deep dish pizza is because it's horrible. Also, you said you've never even been to Brooklyn or Queens or whatever, so like you just don't. You know, I've been to Chicago and I had the pizza there, and it's horrible. You got to go to New York, New Haven, Connecticut, something. It's just I don't know how else to describe it, but it's not even the same. You don't even really know what pizza is until you've had pizza from there. I'm telling you, you don't know. You don't know. Looks like wet cardboard with sauce. Dude, Chicago pizza looks like a ruptured appendix. Dr. Squatch shipping is wicked fast. Like I said, I ordered this a couple of days ago. Boom, on my doorstep, 7:58 p.m. It's called like laser something. It is wicked fast. And then the other bar I got using Walmart Plus, which is also wicked fast. 1 hour, free delivery, no order minimum. Good stuff. Yeah, laser ship. First of all, I don't know how you know that. Secondly, I actually I assume you're talking about Chicago pizza here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. One day. Yeah, you can't beat that. You knew a guy that walked 10K steps 60 days in a row? Well, yeah, that's I am that guy. I walk at least 10,000 steps every day. A lot of days of the week, I'll walk like 25,000 steps. And I take long strides too. Every day. I probably every day of the year, except for days where I'm like sick and in bed. I walk all the time. It's not that hard to get 10,000 steps in a day. I am fairly active, but I easily get 20,000 steps. Well, I know this is a fact because I have a watch thing that does that, but yeah, definitely 10,000 steps even on vacation days, days off, usually like 20,000 steps when I'm working. But then again, also like I run every day. I play basketball all the time. I'm very active. It's not hard to get that many steps when you're very active. The only time I really sit down that much is like when I'm doing live streams and stuff. Well, that's a very vague thing to say. They have Apple Watches, Garmin's, Fitbits. They have like the Galaxy versions, and then they have the actual bands like from Hume and from that other brand. They have Aura Ring, yeah, and they're a lot. Most of them are not 30% off. Actually, a lot of they did a test not too long ago, and they did every single one. They counted out the steps as they used them. Um, I don't think any of them were 30% off. Some of them were more accurate than others. Apple Watch was actually very accurate, but I don't use an Apple Watch for mine. I use an actual like band that monitors your heart rate. Well, Apple Watches do that too, but like it measures a lot more than that. A lot more biometrics. Um, but yeah, it's pretty. Apple Watches are very accurate when it comes to that. I have an Apple Watch too, and I've counted firsthand. It's very very accurate. I think when they ran the test, I don't have an Aura Ring, but I think when they ran the test, Aura Ring was there too. Post the stats for Fit Challenge. I don't know what that is. Ha! Very funny. Lotta Colada. Yeah, that's a pretty good bar. That's a bar that actually I think gets a little stronger in the shower, if I remember correctly. I like Lotta Colada. That was a good little series they came out with. The cocktail series. I haven't tried Dapper Yankee's 2 new bars, but I think I will be soon. Stay tuned for that. And when I say stay tuned, I'm not just talking about me reviewing Dapper Yankee soaps. I'm talking about, like the opening scene in the trailer for the original Avengers movie when they're like, there was an idea, and they just start like panning to all these Iron Man and Captain America. Think about that, but YouTube version. Just think about that. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it right there. I'm like Tom Holland just leaking stuff in a live stream. Well, I was trying to keep it vague. As of right now, it's just an idea. Stefan Castle, former Yukon superstar and champion. Yeah, that was supposed to be pretty confusing. But when you know, you know. Oh, you tried Moxie Nights? Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. But like, has the quality fallen off, or do you just don't like the scent? Because that would be a big difference. Is that the one that's supposed to have a strawberry cologne scent, or is that the other one? Because I know there were two, and I can never remember the second one's name. Oh, yeah, Clean the People, yeah. Those bars are strong, but they are very high quality bars. Forgot about Clean the People. Good quality stuff, good ingredients in there. Hmm. I don't know how to respond to that one. That is my stomach again. Ugh. I think I am gonna have to wrap up this live stream in a few minutes. Um, for purposes. It's bad enough you guys already saw me eat on live stream. You don't want to see what I'm about to have to do on live stream. But when nature calls, nature calls. So I don't even know what's happening in the comments anymore anyway. So I will watch the Spurs game probably at the same time on my phone, actually. Um, yes, thank you. I will handle business. Ooh. And then I'll watch the Spurs and Thunder game. Not Spurs and Thunder. I'm getting ahead of myself. Spurs and Timberwolves while I'm doing my arm workout. Once again. And I am cheering for the Spurs for the record because I think they have the best chance of beating the Thunder. And if they beat the Thunder, then they are locked in for the championship. So, all right. Yes. Thank you very much. Hope you guys had a good time. Oh, Gary, I was going to tell you something, but it's okay. It's not that important. Yeah, screw you. Arm workout twice in a row. Just wait until you're running tomorrow. Just wait. Just wait until you're running tomorrow. Can't wait for that. Um, Now, Gary, I know I'm not calling you old, but you are older than I am. You actually look pretty good for your age. So, how in sports, like people use the word clutch. Clutch is a word that people use in sports, but it's also a word that people use outside of sports to describe things. Like I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty clutch that you had a spare tire when mine went flat." Like people use it in sentences. Apparently, all right, first of all, that's not clutching, it's clenching. But anyway, apparently, people who don't watch sports don't use that phrase like ever, and they're not familiar with it. Well, okay, yeah, I know the car part thing, but like my point is, I just surround myself with so much sports and so many sports people, but I genuinely did not know that people who don't watch sports don't really use clutch as a word to describe like anything. That was news to me today. Some people do not have a clutch gene. That is correct. Really hope the microphone didn't pick up on that. So anyway, yes, that was just an interesting. You guys act like I'm in labor, okay? Jeez. Uh, I'm not in labor here. Yeah, it's a thing. I I said it to someone earlier, and they were like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, "You're kidding, right?" And they're like, "No, I actually don't know what it means, more or less." And yeah, I had no idea. All right, screw you. That's it. Live stream is over. May or may not do one with Jonathan tomorrow. depending on how the days go. This is great. This is great. Oh, welcome back. I was just talking about I was talking about Clutch again. You guys are acting like I'm in labor right now. Okay? I had a little bit of stomach discomfort for a minute. I am actually not in labor this time around. Okay. So anyway, I hope dinner was great. Glad you had a good dinner too. Not sure if it was not sure if it was as good as mine, but Gary, you're gonna have to keep me updated on the Spurs and Timberwolves game. Or all right, dude, I'm gonna make you run like 15 miles tomorrow. That's it. Jonathan's running 15 miles with me tomorrow. I probably can't even run 15 miles myself. You know what? I think I'm going to name it Jalen Brunson. How about that? How do you like that, corn dog? I'm going to name it Jalen Brunson. I can make you run 15 miles tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm your legal guardian. So, how about that? Where's Little Mac JTV oh yeah, Jonathan, now you're just telling everybody on stream that you're a minor, so that's great. We're going to have to call Chris Hansen. Ugh. Yeah. That was a smart move. First I'm giving away our location, and now you're telling people you're a minor. Great job. Great job. And now I'm saying your real name. The FBI is already there. Yeah, whatever. That's true. I've said it a million times. I liked it better when we were body shaming different people, aside from me. Where's the quesadilla guy? This is what I get for live streaming. This is what I get for live streaming and having a sibling. Someone give me a score update on the... Why do I have a box cutter in my hand still? Someone give me the score update on whatever game's happening right now. Timberwolves and Spurs. Already? How much time is left? Are they still in the first quarter? Oh, you missed it. I got so rage baited earlier. I was so rage baited earlier. So it was so bad. All right, it's a little nice scoring game for the Spurs. I was so rage baited earlier. But I think it was legit because I don't mess around when it comes to pizza. It was about pizza. The quesadilla guy was talking about how Chicago pizza is better than New York pizza, which I've had Chicago pizza in Chicago, and it's not all that. You know how much a Chicago you know how much a Chicago pizza weighs? Probably 238 pounds. That's about how heavy those things are. Pineapple on pizza, yes or yes? What? No, no. Are you intentionally rage baiting me now? No, 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 no. No pineapple on pizza. Please, no. No, don't encourage her. No. No, 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 no. I like pineapple, but not on pizza. No. Do I get to take back my compliment from earlier? Enjoy the Spurs game, Gary. Good luck. I can't take back the compliment. Not that you realized it was one at first anyway. But okay. I cannot believe you like pineapple on pizza. That's that's messed up. I don't know if that's I don't know. Gavin. Oh, not a good time. This is gonna be an ongoing thing now. Every time every time he no. But Gavin okay, first of all, Gavin would agree with me. Gavin, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? How did that comment make it through? I need to get a moderator. Whoa! That is not how you word things on the internet. That's that's crazy. Thank you, Tupac. I appreciate you sticking up for me. You probably should. You do not want to be giving FBI guy this information. Well, it's a half joke. It was only a half joke. No, it was a full joke. It was a full joke. I don't know what it is. When I watch my live streams, like on my end, it looks great. But then I don't know what the deal is. When I watch the live streams, it's great. When I make videos, it's great. When I go back and watch the replay of like different pieces of live streams, it's horrible quality, and I have no idea what the problem is. It's actually very upsetting to me. Like I said, I have my very nice Toy Story Pizza Planet shirt on, and you probably can't even see it right now. That's very upsetting. That's probably why no one complimented my shirt to begin the stream, because they couldn't even see it. I don't even get that joke. Huh? I don't know. I don't get that one. There might be a generational gap here. 100 and I probably have like 100 bars. See, this color red I can do. It's not like a super bright red. I can make this work. I think it looks fine. So, that's I don't know what's wrong with the pixels here. When I'm like looking at my screen, it looks perfectly clear. So, I really wouldn't even realize it unless I went back and watched the stream. Do you ever run into the problem of having too many zero grit bars? No, because I just have so many bars, so it's not really. Can I take that piece of garbage off your head? I don't know. Can you kill yourself? Let's see what's next. Yeah, maybe the FBI guy can do something helpful and fix my streaming thing here. My screen is being recorded from YouTube because it automatically saves my live streams. Now, they usually get privatized after, but computer science major. Okay. That's a skill. Usually a job that involves a lot of sitting. It's all kind of adding up now. Hey, I think it looks great on my end. I think this shade of red really brings out my eyes here. My nice hazel eyes with the reflection of my ring light in the background. You go for criminal justice, you want to help at-risk youth. Well, you should talk to Cello Guy because he's about to be an at-risk youth after the Patriots beat the Seahawks in September. Yeah, my eyes are a beautiful hazel color. Thank you very much. Sometimes they're a little green, sometimes they're a little brown. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that comment hidden. Imagine if like a random German guy just joined the stream and he was like, "No, blue eyes are the best." That'd be pretty bad. All right, what else? Fine. You know what? I don't know why I listened to you, but here we go. There you have it, folks. You used to be a Packers fan? I thought you were going a different direction with that. The other thing. 35. Okay. Well, again, no one is forcing you to give out this information in case of you. I didn't know you used to be a Packers fan. Then again, I didn't really know you that long ago. But I didn't know you used to be a Packers fan. You kind of opened yourself up to that question. So you got to answer it now, Quesadilla. Oh, man. He is not beating the allegations. Nope. Not beating the allegations. You know what's crazy? So I at my workplace, wherever that may be, I have had multiple people, mostly customers, but not all, assume that I was Jewish. I don't know if it's the nose or if it's like the little front curls. I don't know why they were asking me that question. I've never in my life have I had people randomly come up to me and they're like, "Oh, hey, you're Jewish, right?" I'm like, first of all, I don't even know who you are. Secondly, no, but I have had that happen multiple times. I don't know if they were like secretly German and they were like trying to get me into the chamber or what, but it is odd. I've had that happen more than you would think. Yeah, but I'm neither of those things. Like 0% of either one. So I don't know. It's just it's such an odd thing that it's an odd phenomenon that just happens like every 3 months or so. It's just a normal beard, huh? No, you guys are tripping. No, don't encourage them. Don't encourage them. Don't encourage them. You you are encouraging them, and now here, yeah, here we go. Nope. Watch, I'm gonna end up being like the victim of a hate crime for a group that I'm not even a part of. How crazy would that be? I it is on me for bringing it up. Yes, it is on me for bringing it up. But it is a true story, and it is a true story. This is a subject I really should not have brought up because this is like the one thing that can get your channel. Whoop. I'm okay. I'm not Jewish. All right, next subject. Where are we at with the Spurs and the Timberwolves basketball game? Jonathan, this is like the one time you're not saying anything. 43. Oh wow, 43-27. I've never heard of Europa. I never heard of that before. If it's a history movie, forget it. I'm not watching it. Why? I'm not. Why am I gonna watch? I think there's a no. You guys are not listening. I don't. I don't need to watch a movie about Jews. I like to watch the Avengers and Star Wars and stuff like that. I like Inception. I like Interstellar. I like I like Star Wars. I like the Avengers. I like sports. Project Hail Mary was a very good movie too. Ew, country music. Oh, so many bad takes tonight. Wow. First it's Chicago style pizza, and then it's country music. Oh, and you said you like blue eyes more than my eyes, so that's like 3 strikes right there. Oh, big losing streak for Quesadilla boy. Massive losing streak. Yeah, I don't really know what a country movie even means, but country music, jeez. No, thank you. That's probably what happens. Country music is so depressing, it just makes you want to eat all the time. I like how Tupac's just like completely changing the subject for me. He said partner. He said partner. Um, I would compare. I assume you're talking about the FIFA bar, Golden Glory. I would compare this to a mixture of like Legendary Lather, Mountain Meadows, Resistance Rinse, and Rainforest Rapids. Like bits and pieces, kind of those bars. Same type of family. I am so getting canceled tonight. I may wake up without a YouTube channel tomorrow. That is a very real possibility. Good for Stefan Castle. I ignored your what? Oh, I don't know. Like the name, I don't know. I don't really know who that is. I might have heard it before. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I know. Now I got all the new bars, so I gotta think of something new to bother you about. take legal action, you know, there are a lot of steps that lead up to most courthouses. So let's just cross that bridge first. Those staircases are pretty tall. I don't have any okie dokie bars left. I just used up the last strawberry pound cake, actually. I like how he just like throw him right under the bus. That's great. I thought you were 238. Oh, well, you had dinner, so all right. He said he's like 6'2.5". I don't know. I feel like if you got to throw the extra half on there, something's not adding up. It's really not looking. It's not looking good for my side. That's a little broader of a range from earlier. Yeah, you're definitely the tallest one here. 6'10". Sometimes a menace, sometimes clutch. Usually a menace. Sometimes doesn't use the correct side ladder. It's all good. Definitely the tallest one here. Jonathan, you can't even lie. You're in like half of my YouTube videos. Whoa. 6'7", 345. I knew you were security. I didn't know you were Shaquille O'Neal. Whoa. Don't don't start on that again. Don't even go. No, don't even go there. Huh? I don't know what MMA social is. You've been trained by a buddy in Japan? When you landed in Japan, did they run away thinking that it was the third bomb? Oh, what? The Japanese what? I am extra confused now. I actually had a karate sensei who trained in Japan for like 15 years. He was not Japanese, but he was you would not want to meet him on a sidewalk and like try to mug him. He would end you. That's an interesting combo. I thought you said you had blue eyes. All right. Well, that's interesting. Oh, great. Now I'm the one that's. Oh boy, it really is not looking good for me, is it? How cooked am I right now? Also, what happened to the other 7%? 30 30% German, 63% African American. If my math is correct, and it is, that's only 93%. What about the other 7%? Seven. I was gonna say 7% McDonald's. I'm not gonna say anything the rest of the night. Dude, me either. You got kicked out of a McDonald's for once for too much? Wouldn't they want you to order a lot though? That's kind of what keeps them in business. I'm not even gonna lie. Back when I used to eat fast food, I could down like 4 Big Macs if I wanted to. He ordered the whole menu. He ordered the secret menu. He probably tried to order a Whopper and a Baconator too. And they were like, "Sir, this is McDonald's." And then he probably asked about the ice cream machine, which was probably broken. They used to have 20-cent cheeseburgers. Yeah, in like 1940. Take that extra money you save, keep it for medical bills when you're older. Well, if his percentages are correct, I don't even know if he would have been able to look at or eat at McDonald's back in 1940. That's kind of gets tricky back there. Maybe they would have let 30% of him eat at McDonald's. That is a little complicated. I I don't believe that. I'm sure you have. No, that is the KFC comment is like the least out of pocket comment tonight. I'm not really a big fan of KFC. I'm definitely more of a Popeyes guy. I would say out of all the chicken places, Popeyes is like kind of the goat. Dave's chicken is really good too, but I would say it's between Popeyes and Dave's. I've never had Raising Cane's. I've heard of it, but I've never had Raising Cane's. Spurs are up 25. It's over. Spurs are going to the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, I never really know what's going on, but I just kind of roll with it. I know what's going on tomorrow. We're going for a 5-mile run. That's such a random comment, but a very valid comment. What two deodorant should I pick up from Lather? Great question, actually. I'm glad you asked. So currently, I'm using the Emperor from Lather. It's like a dupe of Creed Aventus, and just to give you a little variety, if you want to get a second deodorant from Lather, I don't know if they're available because they're kind of like seasonal. But if you can somehow get your hands on like a Grinch Miss or um what's the other one I'm trying to think of? Frosted Fur when winter rolls around. Yeah, the Emperor and like you probably can't get Frosted Fur right now, but any deodorant have white powder? Well, I not really. Not these. I think you're a fan of a lot more than quesadillas too. Regina Pizza, yes. Very good. Very good job, corn dog. Regina Pizza, I don't know I don't know where that comment came from, but yes, Regina Pizza in Quincy Market, and then they have, other ones too, but that's another valid question. What kind of white powder? Yes, he did copy you, and then went back in time and reversed when they were appearing in the chat. Um, I have found, I think I mentioned this on another stream too. I have encountered crack and heroin multiple times. And then the funny part is when they come back looking for it and they're like, "Oh, it was my insulin." I'm like, "Oh, really? I didn't know you snort insulin through your nose." That has legit happened, like in the recent past. Oh, there's a syringe too, but not the normal kind. Yeah, yeah. It was probably yours. I probably found your stash. Yeah, that's probably where it came from. I legit walked into work one day. It was 8 a.m. 8:02, someone walks up to me and they're like, I think I found something bad in the family restroom." Of course, that could be a lot of things. I'm like, "Oh, great. Good morning to me too." Didn't even get to drink my caffeine. I walk over there. Sure enough, there's a syringe. There's a little tin with some cocaine and heroin in there. I'm like, "Oh, great. Good morning to me." That's just how I wanted to start my day. So I put some gloves on and I picked it up and I put it in and locked it in the office, and I called the police. I'm like, "Hey guys, there's drugs here if you want to come pick them up or whatever." I don't know. So they did. And then the guy like that left them there comes swerving into the parking lot, almost crashes into people, parks on the sidewalk, and I was like, "That's not really a parking spot." And he was like, "Well, I'm freaking out because I left my insulin. I left my insulin there." I'm like, "Oh, really? Where'd you leave your insulin?" "Oh, I left it in the restroom. My blood sugar's getting really low right now." And I was like, "Oh, really? You left your insulin there?" I didn't know they invented a new kind of insulin that you snort through your nose. He didn't like that very much. Then he ran away, and the police started chasing him. That is 100% not even a fabricated story. I wish that was a made up story. That's not even a made up story. I won't even tell you what happened on Easter. Yeah, you probably do love powdered sugar. Not last Easter, but like 2 Easters ago. All right, I'll tell the Easter story. It doesn't take much to get me to fold. So here I am, just trying to have a nice quiet day at work. Big mistake there. And someone one of the guys he sends me a text message and it just says, "Hey, just so you know, there's a customer peeing in the back room." I'm like, "That's just what I needed. I was just about to eat lunch." Well, sure enough, that was happening. He ran out the door. I won't get into too many details, but like an hour later, I ended up with blood on my sneaker from someone else. Like, what a day that was. I'm not even kidding. I still have the message. I could I could show you the message next time I see you. It's lots of great questions in the back room. Why? Why on the floor? Why? Lots of great questions. Also, someone did that with the house plants that we sell in the garden area. Um, um, they were using them as toilets, which they were not. It was it was it was someone else. They got injured, and I tried to save their life. They did not die, but yeah, a person hit their head. There was blood everywhere. Like, I had to call the EMTs. I was like, "Hang with me. Don't fall asleep." Again, I'm not even making this legit happened. It was yes. It was a legit thing that happened. It was an older lady. She ended up being okay. They put her on the stretcher. They took her away in the ambulance. So yeah, I called 911 for 2 different reasons that day. One was the police and one was um an ambulance. Um it was not. At least not at the time. Nope, it was just a guy in the back room, not too far from where you guys actually have it was actually exactly where you guys have your morning 9 o'clock meetings, like in the exact same spot, right by that fire exit. Because then he ran out the fire exit when I walked out there. I walked through those double black doors, and there he is, just letting it all happen. And no, it was just a customer. And I'm like, really? And then he just runs through the fire doors, and there's a puddle all over the floor. I'm like, wow, happy Easter to me. I was working. Yeah. Don't even need a drug test. I can almost promise you it would come back positive for something. Well, not exactly Easter eggs, but it is right where you guys are standing when you have your morning meetings. Just remember that. That's why I avoid that corner. You have. You have in the past. Probably should have mentioned that sooner, huh? All right. So anyway, enough with the urine. Um, and now I'm down to 3% battery. Yeah, you really don't want to hear about the urine story. Jonathan, update please on the Spurs and Timberwolves game. Corn dog, I am not even gonna not showing that comment. 67-49. I'm not showing that comment. I'm not showing the comment. All right. I legit only have 3% battery left, by the way. Like, I'm not even lying about that. My phone battery is down to 3%. The answer the answer is no. I will show the comment. The answer to that is no. Personally, no. All right, the comment is out there. No, thankfully I have not ever run into that. What? No, it's not like what? I don't even know what that means. All right, well let me. My phone is at 3%, so I do need to hang on. All right, the microphone is not attached. Let me still hear audio. I gotta grab a charger. Like customers or people working? Wow. Okay, that is disturbing. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Oh, I actually. Well. Okay. If we're talking about customers, I don't know what it is about shopping at a store. Like, just go in, get your paper plates, get your dog food, and go home. People are way too handsy shopping. Like, what a crazy thing to be doing in the middle of a store. I don't even know if I have a charger down here. Yeah, the technical answer to your first question is no. Not that it's never happened. Certainly not something I'm going to talk about on stream, but firsthand, thankfully, no. I have not witnessed that. They certainly have no shame. That is correct. All right, hang on. I do need to get a charger. Actually, I'm gonna put this back. All right, you guys be good in the comments. I have trust issues with most of you, but I'm gonna put my phone back for a second. My 3% battery. I have it on battery saver mode too. Maybe that's why the pixels are so bad. All right, hang on. All right. Be right back. Got to get a charger. Don't go anywhere. I don't know why I plugged my mic back in because I can't. I'm at 1% battery. Oh, okay. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna plug my phone in. Corn dog, don't look down my shirt. Thank you very much. No more ring light. All right, ring light is gone temporarily. Hopefully, corn dog did not look at me inappropriately when I was bending over to plug in the charger. We can only hope. Of course, YouTube doesn't hide that comment. It's just like, yeah, let's put that right in the chat. This algorithm is screwed up.